it is not good to pressurize yourself to learn something. I think it is a kind of journey you have to enjoy, because there are.
So tell me, how's your learning journey
Yes,
going on? Are you enjoying the process of
yes,
recording videos?
yes, a lot. I'm learning a lot of things by having conversations with the different people, and learning, like, it is going on smoothly, I would say, because I got sick and that time I couldn't improve a lot because I was not like learning English, or I was not having conversation. But then I restarted again. But now it
Mhm.
is going well.
Yeah,
You
I think
tell
you
me,
need to
how is
take
your?
care of your health. And once your health is good,
Yes,
you can return to your learning.
yes, definitely. So okay, so what do you do generally in on weekends? Like, do you go outside or?
Yeah, on weekends, I usually hang out with my friends if somebody invites me or I invite them. Otherwise, it's just recording videos. Like, I record at
Oh,
least 2 videos on Saturday and Sunday, and then I edit them throughout the week. So it's mostly recording and going out. And I'm from a village, but still we don't have any place to play cricket. So it's sometimes
okay.
if we plan to go to a different field where we can play cricket. So, but not these days because of the weather. It's summer and in Bihar it's really hot. So my weekend is just
Nowadays,
recording videos and hanging out with friends.
yes. So, like, do you have some places where you can hang out with friends, like good places nearby?
Yeah. Even though we are in a village, that like almost town, it's not a village, almost a town now. We have some good cafes and a theater. So that's our place. Whenever we want to watch a movie, we go there. Or it's mostly we have some pizza or biryani, things like that. So we have good cafes here, and like my friends also work. So that's the only time when we are hanging out on Saturdays or Sundays.
So, why did your plan get cancelled today? Is there any
Actually,
particular
today I
reason
was
for that?
yes. Today I have to buy a battery, like the big one, inverter battery. you know so my friend told me that he has some work, so we were supposed to go in the morning, but now because of his work, now we are going in the evening, and then we will have some food instead of lunch. Now we will have dinner. So because of him the
Oh,
plan got cancelled.
okay. And how is your classes going on?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like I even last time I mentioned that I'm doing it full time here. So I get a lot of inquiries. If I upload a video, I get inquiry. So if
Yes.
it's mostly one-to-one classes at the moment. There is one group batch, which I'm also enjoying it in the evening. And yeah, it's going good at the moment. Let's see what happens in the future. And at the same time, I'm working on some other projects like creating free spoken class series. That's where I come up with one topic, and I talk about, sentence structures, vocabulary. So yeah, I'm working on some other projects also.
Okay, so do you post those videos on your channel as well, right?
Yeah, I do post them, and it's I wanted to make a, I would say, more constructive course, but because of some resources, I don't have all the resources right now. I have a good mic, a good camera, but then something happens every day, like there is some electricity issue, or if there is some construction work going in the background, so I'm not able to record longer videos. So right now I'm sticking with the videos which I can record. I'm not going to
Yes,
complain that I'm not going to complain about it,
yes,
but yeah, sometimes things don't go as you are planning to, as you are planning, right?
yes. Definitely, but I have seen your videos, and I think you are doing great job. It can really help a lot. I am learning a lot of things from your video. Like, you made a video about how to have a conversation on any topic. So
Yeah.
there was a video about kind of that kind of video. So I really like this is my way as well to learn English, because whenever I feel like how I can have a conversation on this particular topic, and then I start like why and what, this kind of questions. So you are doing
Mhm.
really amazing job. Really,
Thank you.
these kind of videos can really be helpful for beginners and for intermediates
True.
as well.
True.
The
I mean,
people
yeah,
who find difficulties. Yes.
like we are not able to find partners all the time, and then we struggle to come up with ideas like how I can talk to myself or how can I practice without anybody. So I think those kind of videos
Yes,
where you get constructed sentence structures, vocabulary, modern phrases, and then like always at the end of the video I talk about conversational questions. I ask questions and then answer them myself. So I think especially for the beginners, it's definitely helpful. So if anyone who is watching and they want to learn English, they can definitely check out that playlist.
definitely. These are very amazing videos. And when I started learning this language, I used to follow this method a lot, and it helps you a lot to gather your thoughts and to learn how you can speak on any particular topic. You can choose any topic and then how you can have talk about that topic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it build your knowledge as well about different topics.
Definitely it does. For example, if you are talking about a particular topic, you can read an article, you can go on ChatGPT, get a prompt, or maybe some selected questions. Now we have so many options, and people just need to be motivated and determined, and they can learn quite easily.
Definitely, we have a lot of resources, free resources. We don't need to go anywhere to learn this language,
Mhm.
right? We have everything in our hand. If you have a smartphone and if you have good internet connection, then you can learn this language very easily. You just
Exactly.
have to be a bit and focused towards it.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yes. So I want to ask you something like what kind of people do you usually teach? Are they
Uh,
students or
at,
like working
at the moment, I'm getting a lot of inquiries from, Gulf countries, like people who are already working, maybe in Saudi, Dubai. So right now, I have mostly adults, but yeah, in my group classes, there were two young students in high schools, but I mostly get inquiries from people who are working and students also. It's not that just people from Gulf country, students also. So yeah, it's a mixture of both students and working professionals.
What do you usually teach? Is it like grammar portion or do you focus more on spoken English?
It depends on the
What
learner
kind of
because one-to-one classes are customizable. So I evaluate them if they are not able to form sentences. We work on very basic sentence structures and we start from the beginning, words and how to make sentences. And as I said, some people just want to have conversation with me. So like their grammar is already good, but they are not able to find partners and somebody who can give them feedback. So I just talk
yes,
to them on a particular topic, and if they make any mistakes, I just correct them.
yes, and because everyone they are facing different problems while learning this
Exactly.
language. Some have
Hmm.
problems about their grammar, some have that they cannot speak, and different problems, right? What is the
Hmm.
common what is the common obstacle you feel like your students face while learning
Hmm.
this
They
language?
think that grammar is a separate thing, words are separate things, and then speaking is a separate thing. They don't take everything like in they don't integrate everything together. So I make them understand that it is a language. If you want to speak this language, you have to speak. You can learn grammar at the same time, you can read a lot of things, you can consume a lot of media, but you have to take everything together, and your first priority should be speaking. So yeah, I make them understand the whole point, and we practice, right? And if I give them suggestions, I give them reading materials, particularly which can help them to understand grammar at the same time and speaking also. So yeah, worksheets are there, and yeah, you could say different kind of activities. Like I create my videos where I come up with different questions. So in the same manner, in my one-to-one classes, I ask a lot of questions on a particular topic. This way, they are able to practice, and the next day we talk about a different topic, and if they have any questions, they ask me. So that's the whole process.
So is it kind of like you give them some good vocabulary to use and some sentences and then they use
Yeah, it's not
while
that I
speaking?
ask them to remember. I don't ask them to remember any words. It is just like we talk for 25 to 30 minutes every day, right? So they are able
It's just
to.
kind of
Yeah, please, can you repeat that?
it is a kind of practice and you just correct them, is it?
It depends. Customizable means like different learners have different needs. So let's say if somebody is facing problem with grammar, so our priority is my priority is to make them understand, basic structures so that they feel confident and the hesitation of grammar goes away. And practice part is there in every classes, right? And of course you need some reading material or studying material if you have no idea what English is, right? So I have made my own notes or uh, from where I have learned. So I share those things, some videos, some lectures, and that's how we learn.
Because you are already a teacher. So, what do you think? How much time one can take to learn this language?
Again, it depends on it depends on learners. We all have different learning abilities. Some people are able to learn quickly, but in my
Yes.
case, I think I'm a very slow learner. So in school, for some reason, I was good at this language. Apart from other subjects, I didn't know about them, but yeah, English was something which I understood very naturally, mostly because of stories.
Okay.
So Akansa, the thing is that there is no end line and there is no starting point that within 2 months, within a year you can learn. It all depends how much
Yes.
time you are putting, how much media you are consuming, and how consistent you are. So it depends.
Yes. But I think if you are like consistent and if you are immersing yourself in this language, then
Hmm.
I think in 1 year maybe
Yeah,
you
you will
can
see progress.
have
See, uh, if you have just started learning, you will see a lot of progress. Like within a year, you will see that you are able to form sentences. You will see from this point to
yes,
getting to this point, you will see a lot of progress. But as soon as you reach to this level, it takes a lot of time to reach to another level. I hope it makes sense. For
yes,
example, I make a lot of mistakes while I talk. Even in this video, I have made a lot of mistakes. But I know where I'm making mistakes, right? I'm able to identify them. So next time I will try to not repeat those mistakes. What happens with beginners? They are not able to identify those mistakes, right? If they are able
yes,
to, the learning becomes really quick. That's what I think.
yes.
And you always have
It
to.
totally
Sorry.
Yes, it totally makes sense. Like when you are saying that from beginner to intermediate, it becomes a bit easier. You can see your progress. You can
Yeah.
improve a lot. But to
Mhm.
become advanced from intermediate level, it is a bit difficult. Then,
Exactly.
like you have to learn a bit deeper this language. Then you have to learn more grammar rules, and you have to go deep into grammar rules. And there are a lot of you
Yeah.
have to use advanced English vocabularies and so many things. So it comes with
See,
practice, right?
it's just a thing. You don't have to use any advanced vocabulary. If the second person is able to understand you, you can be happy with the basic words, right? But let's say you are encountering good words, you are reading, you are consuming media. So automatically those words are
Yes,
becoming part of your conversation. So without even realizing you are using good words and you start considering them advanced. So it's just part of the process. Like if you're doing it
yes,
regularly, it's natural that you are going to come across, good words, good phrases.
yes. So basically, the thing is that you can go from beginner to intermediate in one. This is what I feel because it took me
Yeah.
1 year to understand this language when I was
Mm-hmm.
consistent with it. Then
Yeah.
gap or whatever, but now I'm stuck. I'm like, I sometimes I also feel like I'm not improving. I am stuck
Mm-hmm.
whatever I've learned, and there is like I am trying to improve, but I still feel like I have to improve a lot, and I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck and I am not improving further.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's very natural. Even sometimes I feel that what the hell I'm doing, what else I should be doing. But the thing is that learning is not a linear process. If you see it on a graph, you don't learn like this. There are curves, right? Sometimes you learn a lot, sometimes you learn less, but you are not able to track your progress. But you should not stop doing whatever you do. For example, my first goal was to read books so that I can understand this language, right? Even before I was reading books, I was interested in stories. So my goal aligned with what I wanted to learn and what my interest was. So I don't have to force myself, to read something new every day. It's natural. I pick
Yes,
up a book, I learn. So, and I'm not even tracking my progress, but somehow I'm making progress. What happens if you are being conscious that I have to learn 50 words in a whole month? I have to learn 10 phrases in a week. Then it becomes kind of a challenge that you are not able to track those things. You are not able to use them while speaking. So this is not the right way, I would say. Maybe it works for some people, but it has never worked for me. I feel like I have to consume this language naturally, simply by watching, reading, and just talking to people. This thing can never be replaced. Talking to real life people. Even though we are doing it virtually, but it is irreplaceable. Somehow our brain is making up words, understanding whatever you are saying, whatever I am saying. So this is irreplaceable. So if any learner who wants to learn is speaking, they have to find some way, maybe AI or different applications which are free, or find somebody like us, just talk to us.
Yes, that's so true. Which you said that some people take promises with themselves, like we will learn 50 vocabularies and we will do
Hmm.
this in at this period of time. So it is
Yeah,
not like necessary to do this way. It is like you pressurize yourself and then you take stress out of that things. Like
exactly.
if we don't know if we are able to do that thing or not, but it becomes a little bit pressurized to yourself. I actually what I did is when I started having conversation and so that I was not getting enough time. So I thought maybe I should wake up early in the morning and I will
Mhm.
read like I will try to learn this language for 1 hour. And I
Hmm.
took this promise to myself that I will wake up early in the morning. But the thing is with me, we go to bed late at night, like around 12
Hmm.
or 12:30 because my
Hmm.
baby sleeps late.
Yeah.
So I take this promise to myself that I am going to wake up early in the morning for 1 month, no matter what will happen. And after that,
Hmm.
I got sick, and I was still trying to wake up early in the morning. And
Hmm.
that thing, I got that stress that I want to do it, but then I stopped it totally. And
Hmm.
I was early in the morning, but I was not able to focus on what I'm learning, and I was not able to learn whatever I was trying to learn. So
Yeah.
it is not good to pressurize yourself to learn something. I think it is a kind of journey you have to enjoy because
Exactly.
I think learning a language is can be very interesting if you are interested towards, like if you love to watch movies. So you can watch movies in English if you are
Hmm.
fond of listening to music or reading books. So you can do it with, like, you have to just find your interest in which
Yeah.
field you are interested in, and then you have to do it with whatever language you are learning. So it can be very
Hmm.
interesting.
What happens? We become too ambitious, right? Even last time I think we talked, I was still working in the school. So because of my school and YouTube, even my health was bad. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I just wanted to pump content because my YouTube was getting kind of attention. But then I realized that what's the
Yes,
use of it if I'm not feeling well, right? So it's better to take care of your health and find the right balance, because sometimes what happens, we think that we have to achieve this somehow we have to achieve it. It doesn't matter what it takes. But when we fall sick, nothing makes sense. We lose hope, whatever hope we had. So it's better to take care of it.
yes, totally, totally. And that time we feel like health is wealth, and when we got sick, then we realize that only if your health is well, then only you will do anything in your life. Otherwise, it is
Mhm.
not. It is for no use. Like think like we will achieve this and that. First, you have to take care of your health. Then only you
Yeah,
can do anything in your life. So
exactly.
I realized that after when I got sick. So yes, now I'm not juggling with so many things. I'm trying to learn this, but I'm enjoying the process, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you consume media, then you don't have to find yourself pushing towards, like I have to learn this, I have to learn this. Just find something which you enjoy. Maybe a book,
Yes,
you know, like something you enjoyed reading as a child, stories about kings, queens, or maybe a fantasy story, superhero. There are just tons of genres out there. You just have to find your taste.
definitely. It can be anything. Like you don't have to focus. Like if somebody is saying that you should read novels or tough English book to learn this language, so you don't go. You if you are not interested in that, you don't have to go for that. Like
Yeah.
you have to your interest in which field you are really interested in. And you
Hmm. It's all about enjoying and learning.
minutes on.
Hmm.
And we can
Yeah.
have another conversation sometimes if you get
Yeah,
time
sure,
and
sure.
you are a
Well,
little bit.
even last time I told you, whenever you want to talk on weekend, we can definitely talk. All right, Akanksha, it
Okay,
was
okay.
lovely chatting with you, and hopefully, I'll see you very soon on my channel.
Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, YouTube channel.